Welcome everyone, all of our new graduate students. I'm Katie Bizak, and on behalf of the graduate school at RIT, congratulations on your acceptance to the university. We are so thrilled to have you here today, and I hope that you've been enjoying a week of department orientations, special events, and today's convocation. I have to say that the energy on campus with all of our students back is really contagious, so it's wonderful to have you here. During today's welcome session, we're going to introduce you to our dean, to some campus resources, and to the leaders of our graduate student organizations. The idea is to give you a foundation to start from so that you can really launch into your RIT career and into Rochester over the course of the next few weeks. But first, you've all made it here to Rochester and to this auditorium through all of your own hard work, but also through the support of our Office of Graduate Admissions. So our team of dedicated admissions counselors has helped guide you throughout the application process and your decision to enroll here at RIT. And so it's my pleasure to bring our Senior Associate Vice President of Graduate Enrollment and her team to the stage to welcome you personally.
I'm not quite as tall as Katie. Thanks, Katie. I'm excited to have this opportunity to welcome all of you to RIT and to sort of, as we say, pass the torch for you. You're actually this week transitioning from our prospective graduate students to real live enrolled graduate students, and we're excited to be able to welcome you and help you through that transition. Before I start, I just want to take a minute and have our graduate admissions team introduce themselves, the folks that are here, because I'm sure you're going to recognize a lot of their names and remember who they are, and so if you do, don't hesitate to give them a shout out as they introduce themselves. Go ahead, Paul.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's so great to see so many familiar faces here that I've seen out on the road. My name is Paul Keller. I'm the Director of International Enrollment. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. My name is Delaney Ball. I'm an assistant director, and I work with our College of Business students, College of Art and Design, and our College of Liberal Arts.
Woo. Hi, everyone. My name is Paola Peña, and I'm also an admissions counselor. If you're here for human-computer interaction, data science, information technology and analytics, game design and development, computing security, packaging sciences, manufacturing and mechanical system integration, please give yourself, I think I'm forgetting some of my programs. Excuse me, there are so many programs, however, welcome to RIT. I'm so happy to see you. It has been a pleasure during this week getting to know your faces and putting those faces to those names, yeah. And welcome to RIT, the best is yet to come. Give yourself a round of applause. You made it here.
Hey everybody, Laura Watts, PhD programs. Who's here from a PhD program? Anybody? Yay! Congratulations on your admissions to RIT. We are so glad you're here. I'm very glad you're here because maybe now I don't get all those emails, but that's okay. Excited to have you here. I'm very pleased that you've made the jump, and I think you're going to enjoy your time here immensely. Work hard for the next 3 to 5 years. Woo-woo!
Hello, everyone. I'm Karen Palmer. I am an admissions counselor as well, professional studies students I've worked with. I know I see a couple of you here. I'm also the counselor for the Institute for Sustainability, so the Sustainability PhD and Sustainable Systems. I also oversee the online programs. So if any of you are here and we're local that are doing an online degree, it's good to see you. Come and introduce yourself to me if you see me later today. I will be at the reception. I think some of us will be at the reception tonight over in the gallery. So come and say hello. We'd love to see your face and match it with the application. Also, Mandy Klingelhofer is not able to be here today. She's the computer science admissions counselor, and also Lindsay Lewis. Many of you may have worked with her for her engineering program. So they send their best. They say congratulations, and we all welcome you to RIT. Congrats.
thanks, Karen. And I also want to mention our behind-the-scenes folks that a lot of you have been communicating with. Damaris, Rick, Jill, and Justine are all behind us, kind of keeping things running, keeping all your documents and test scores and I-20s and all that in order. So shout out to them as well. You know, as Karen mentioned, and Paula as well, we've been working with you over the last year, in some cases maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years. We're so glad you're here because we've been sharing information and talking about RIT and collecting your applications and making sure that things are in order and that your academic departments are receiving complete application files before they review your applications for admission. And we're very excited today that all of those emails and webinars and phone calls that you've been sending and online chats and everything become real people. Here you are, real people at RIT. And so it's a big day for us, exciting this week to welcome all of you and have you join us as you enroll at RIT. And I'm going to tell you a secret. We've been telling you how great RIT is for a year. Great academic community, high-quality graduate programs, facilities, opportunities to engage in research and co-op and internships. But our little secret is the real key to success of our graduate programs at RIT is enrolling good students. And in fact, I would say enrolling great students. And that's what you all are. You're the people who will make this a really great graduate student community. So we're excited to have you here, and I will say you're an amazing group. We'll have more than 900 of you joining us this fall from across the U.S. and around the world, and we're still waiting because a number of you are still waiting for visas, waiting for last-minute things to come through. So we're hoping that all of our students are able to join us this fall and don't have to defer to a future term. You're all from 34 different states across the U.S., including Alaska and Hawaii. There's at least one of you here from each of those states. And you're from 50 countries internationally, so lots of you from around the world. The majority, or the largest country, is India, followed by China, and then lots and lots of others. Yeah, give a shout out for who you are, right? And again, we're excited about the fact that you're here and you've come so far. You have incredible interests, and if you haven't talked to the folks around you, do it. You are studying the most diverse group of academic programs, from art and design to business to engineering to professional studies to data science, all kinds of different academic programs, which is part of what makes this graduate student community so interesting. Laura mentioned PhD programs, 90 new PhD students joining us this fall, and Karen mentioned online. We expect about 100 of those graduate students to be joining us for online programs. And of course, a lot of our continuing RIT undergrads. I met Maddie just a minute ago, who's continuing on in our art education program. So we've got basically almost 100 continuing on in dual degree programs, plus another group of students who were here as RIT undergrads. So be sure to take advantage of them as a resource. You're great students. We had confidence when we admitted you, and when I look at the profile of the class, it's incredible. The majority of you have received merit scholarships, which attest to the quality of your academic and preparatory backgrounds. We've got 15 new Fulbright students. Are any of you here today? Yeah, all right, go. And then also 4 GEM Fellows for the GEM Fellowship. Any of you here? Did I hear yeah? Can't wait to see you later. Okay. But lots and lots of you coming with scholarships from external organizations, corporations, governments, really an incredible group of students. You know, the one thing that I'll say, and I think Laura said it well, no matter where you're coming from, what you're bringing, what you're studying, we are confident that you have what it takes to be successful at RIT. And we're really excited that you've chosen us for your graduate study. And we do know it can be a rough few weeks, but you've worked hard to get to this point in your journey, and we know that you have what it takes to keep going. So be confident, jump in, join everything with an open mind, meet the people around you, and most important, stay in touch. Don't forget us admissions folks as you go through your journey here. And I have to put in a plug, right, Laura? Make sure you bring your official academic documents to our office if you haven't already done that. Complete that enrollment process so you can get on with the business of being a student here. From all of us, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Stay in touch. We look forward to seeing what you accomplish and what you contribute to our graduate student community at RIT. Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Diane, and the team of admissions counselors. That was wonderful. I'd now like to bring to the stage our Dean of Graduate Education and Associate Provost, Dr. Diane Slesarski.
So greetings and congratulations to the entering class or entering graduate study here at RIT. As Katie had mentioned, I am the new Associate Provost and Dean of the Graduate School, and on behalf of our graduate school staff, I have the honor of extending a very warm welcome to all of you. First, I would like to thank our staff and student contributors for their participation in this year's Graduate Orientation and Welcome Program. I would also like to thank our professional sign language interpreters and captionists. We appreciate your support and dedication. So the most exciting aspect that I find about the RIT graduate program is you all. We celebrate the fact that many of you and our other graduate students come from many different states and many different countries, over 50 countries from what I've heard from Diane. So sharing with our community, we are enriched with the fascinating mixture of your cultural, your life, and educational experiences. I'm also very excited to welcome those of you here who are going to be on our Rochester campus, but also those online students and our global scholars from international campuses. You are joining a graduate student body made up of over 3,000 brilliant minds. So these are exceptional times. I don't have to tell you that. And now more than ever, we need the next generation of thinkers, makers, innovators, artists, doers, and problem solvers. At RIT, you will hone your critical thinking skills, and you will find that self-motivation to master all the technological, creative, and intellectual hurdles you may encounter. My hope, hope of all the graduate school staff, is that you continually strive to do your personal best. We are here and we are committed to make you sure that your academic experience is effective and rewarding. The excellent staff in the graduate school are working tirelessly to ensure that you are equipped with all the tools and information that you need to aid you on your successful journey here at RIT. They will be an amazing support network. I am new here and they're helping me along, which is wonderful. So throughout the year, you're going to receive email announcements from us, from the graduate school. In addition, information will be posted on our graduate website. Please pay attention because we're going to be sharing information about events and programming that's designed to help you not only build community, but enhance your professional skills and also provide guidance for research and other creative endeavors. Like many of you, as I mentioned, I am new here on RIT campus. I assumed the role of Associate Provost and Dean of the Graduate School on August 1st. I still can't figure out which brick building I need to go to sometimes. But I've come here with over 20 years of experience of working with graduate students on several levels. Teaching in the classroom, mentoring in the research laboratory, also on externally funded grants, also as an interdisciplinary PhD program leadership, and also as a department chair at a Big Ten institution. So I hope to bring my wealth of experience and vision and take advantage of all the opportunities that you have here with graduate programming, but also those interdisciplinary options that are available at RIT. We are thrilled that you chose us, and myself and our graduate school team are excited to work with you over the coming years. We want to help you reach your goals. So in closing, focus on your scholarship, get out of your comfort zone, and do great things. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Diane. As Dr. Cesarski said, the graduate school is here to support you throughout your tenure at RIT. I personally am excited to work closely with many of you throughout student organizations and different projects that you take place in. And I want to share a little bit about what the graduate school does and how we support you. Throughout the academic year, we'll be hosting a variety of exciting events designed to help you with your professional development, networking, and also to help you connect with alumni. I'd like to quickly share some of the resources that are available at the graduate school to support you. First, we have a weekly newsletter called Pulse. We share events, news, and updates with students every week, and that's a great place to check for upcoming events and things that are happening around campus. Also, keep an eye out for workshops on applying for fellowships and grants, mental health and well-being, writing and research, and a variety of social activities, which are often co-sponsored by our graduate student organizations, many of whom you will meet shortly. Research and Creativity Reimbursement Program. We offer this for students from any discipline to apply for funding to travel to national or international conferences to present work or research, and we love supporting our students in that way. We also work diligently to connect our students with alumni, support and advocate for our graduate student organizations, sponsor an anonymous feedback form where you can submit questions or feedback that you have, any concerns, anonymously, and we guarantee a response within 48 hours. So any concerns that you have, please feel free to bring those to us. Mental health, self-care, and mindfulness are crucial to your success. In addition to supplemental programming, which we provide in the graduate school, the Counseling and Psychological Services Center is also offering a graduate student work group, which will take place on Fridays. So if you're interested in that, that is open to any graduate student, and it's a wonderful way to connect with the community, connect with some support to help you through your transition this semester. This fall, we'll also be presenting a series of writing and communication workshops, so save the date for November 7th. We will have a writing workshop with Dr. Mary Jane Curry, who is from the Warner School of Education at the University of Rochester. And you're also welcome to attend the workshops at the University of Rochester that are offered throughout the year, in person and virtually. Save the dates for April 3rd through April 6th. That is Graduate Education Week 2023. This is our signature event where we highlight student work, research, and really celebrate the community here at RIT. The theme this year is One World, fusing science, technology, art, and engineering. And there's really something for everybody to engage in and network. The week aligns with the National Graduate Student Appreciation Week, and so we take full advantage of that to offer special programming for you so that the RIT community can see the diversity of our students on campus. In the very near future, we'll be submitting or sponsoring a graduate toolkit. This is a website that will be linked on RIT's graduate school website, and on it you'll be able to find all links to graduate policies, resources, and pertinent information for our graduate students. So basically a one-stop shop for any questions or needs that you have. This will be on the website, I think, within the next 2 weeks. And I also encourage you to browse our website, which is rit.edu/graduate school, for other resources about the graduate student community, student success, and the staff in our office. Lastly, and most importantly, I hope to see many of you at our orientation events today and on Saturday. My goal as Assistant Dean of Graduate Student Success is to make sure that you love RIT and the City of Rochester as much as I do, so I take that very personally. And I hope that you'll be able to join us for some of the sessions that are following here in the Engel Auditorium, as well as the kickoff reception tonight in the University Gallery at 5 p.m. So I hope to meet many of you there in person. If you are interested in taking a campus tour, those will be offered at 2, 3, and 4 p.m., meeting in front of the Student Alumni Union. And hopefully we'll see you on Saturday as well at the Flower City Union soccer game, which is downtown Rochester. Transportation will be provided, and those of you who have registered will receive additional instructions through email. So, to close, I hope that your journey here at RIT is nothing short of spectacular. The RIT Graduate School is here to support you, and I look forward to continuing this journey with you. So, welcome to the RIT family, and go Tigers! And I now invite our librarian for engineering, technology, and sustainability, Roman Kashikar, to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you. And I'm so happy to be here with all of you today after a few years of working remotely and reaching out virtually. It's wonderful to be in the presence of so many new students. I am a real live librarian, and as I've been telling everybody this week, representing the RIT libraries, here to briefly go over a few points that you might want to consider about academic integrity and how that ties into your graduate studies. But this is not a presentation where I will be telling you do this and don't do that and avoid these things. It's more about how can we support you in conducting your graduate work with academic integrity. So my role in the library, I have a few roles at this point, but one of them is to be the graduate services coordinator. That's the linkage between the libraries and our RIT graduate school. But I'm also a subject librarian. Anybody who is a student in any of our programs in Kate Gleason College of Engineering, College of Engineering Technology, Golisano Institute of Sustainability, you're welcome to use me as a human resource when you conduct research and literature searching. And if you're in the Golisano College of Computing and Information Sciences, guess what? You still get to talk to me, at least until we can hire a new librarian later this semester. So I'm kind of here to do many, many things. Okay, so the content part of my presentation, your new graduate students. I remember being a new graduate student myself many years ago. How will you manage all of the information sources that you find as you conduct research, survey the literature in your fields, and so on? How will you judge what is and is not the most relevant given, let's face it, this overwhelming amount of information that you'll be presented with? Some of it maybe you're engaging with for the first time as you advance beyond those undergraduate level courses into really deeply knowledgeable graduate study level courses. And then also importantly, when you're coming here to RIT, or if you're coming to study at RIT from another country in the world, how will you learn the culture of academic integrity and scholarship here on campus, but also within your discipline? And within your department. By within your department, I really do mean, what do your faculty advisors expect of you? We have places for you to turn for help to educate yourself on these topics. There is an academic integrity website, which you can find. That is the address of it, but if you don't remember that, you can find it pretty easily by searching the RIT main website for academic integrity. Within the library's own websites, we have a significant number of resources for managing citations, references, documents, and organizing all of your thoughts, all of your work, all of your reading and writing and research, and centralizing that so that you don't lose track of something, so that you have all of that great information that you're synthesizing and incorporating into your studies at hand. And of course you have us, the librarians, myself representing a number of colleges, but if you are enrolled in a program in one of the other colleges at RIT, there are several other librarians here. Every college and every program on this campus has a librarian who is the name and the face that the students in those programs can associate with getting help, learning about our services, and being available to answer your questions. And finally, don't discount your faculty. You're graduate students now. Your relationship with faculty will not be antagonistic. I certainly hope not. This is not like undergraduate, work where you're kind of trying to get the best grade possible no matter what. You're here to work with and learn from these faculty and understand what they know about the fields that you're studying in. So talk with your professors, and in having those conversations, you learn about how scholars in your field operate with integrity. This is a screenshot from the Academic Integrity website, and on that, you can kind of see down at the bottom left, we have principles listed out there that are the 5 essentials of academic integrity. First, you are your work. So what you do and what you write and research and study represents you in some way. You want to learn how to demonstrate professional values, and professional values can vary based on what discipline you're in, but I think there are a lot of common professional values that anybody who's a graduate student at RIT would agree on, too. Very important to us in the library, we want you to acknowledge your sources and learn how to fully document and properly cite references, information sources, and the like as you produce written work, reports, research, and so on. Developing strong writing skills is an academic integrity skill. We have a writing center on campus, and they are equipped to work with graduate students. And we have, of course, all of the subject librarians as well that can try to help you learn how to be a better writer on your own, too. And finally, what we do the most of here at the RIT libraries is help you develop robust research skills so that when you graduate from RIT, you have become experts in locating and acquiring and managing and synthesizing information that you read about as it's being published and produced here on campus and around the world. And eventually, particularly if you're in a thesis or dissertation track program, you contribute to that literature as well by producing a master's thesis or a doctoral dissertation that we will help you publish in your final weeks here as RIT students. It's probably too soon to think about that on the first week, but eventually you'll be graduating, and eventually you'll be writing and publishing your finished product. Also on the Academic Integrity website, there's a student resources section that provides information on things like plagiarism prevention, links to academic integrity resources for you to take a look at. We have links to our partners' websites, the Academic Success Center, the University Writing Program, and so on. Through the library's website, we have a lot of resources that help you organize what you find. We recommend the use of citation management tools. It's not so important to me which one of those you use so much as it is important that you do use one. And we have a number of recommendations and supporting information to help you learn to use these pieces of software that integrate with your web browser, with your word processor documents that help you gather, organize, and then produce properly cited documentation in your writing for what it is that you're studying. And then, of course, get to know me and the other librarians. And I've already mentioned that each college has a subject librarian, and after today's presentation, you can visit that site to find out who precisely will be representing your program. And then you're returning to this topic again, get to know what your faculty expect. They're here to teach you, you're here to learn from them, but you develop connections with faculty members as a graduate student in ways that you would not as an undergraduate. So read your syllabi. Often they're going to say exactly what their academic integrity expectations are right in the course syllabus. So please, before classes even start, have a look at those. But ask questions. You, as graduate students, are the emerging scholars in your fields. You're the next generation of scholars that our faculty are training. So they want to teach you how to be a good student in whatever discipline you're majoring in. I don't want to spend a lot of time on Turnitin. Course instructors may use it to check originality of written work. It is strictly speaking not detecting plagiarism so much as giving them a clue as to if plagiarism may have occurred. Be aware of this. We have some recommendations on our academic integrity website and how best to engage with that. But today's presentation is not about stressing you out about things like that. So, of course, learning about the library itself is very helpful. Our website was redesigned recently, so it looks pretty uniform. You know, it'll look pretty familiar as far as fitting in with the rest of the university's web presence, but everything is there and everything is there for you to use. I produced an online guide for graduate students, this infoguides.ret.edu/gradinfo page, and I invite everybody to have a look at that at some point this week. Beyond that, there is a video, and hopefully these slides will be shared with you later, but if not, this video is on the RIT Library's YouTube channel. Just look for library services and resources for graduate students, or search graduate students on the RIT Library's YouTube channel. In 15 minutes, I will in that video, I will walk you through this guide and describe the different services that we provide at the library that you'll want to make use of as graduate students. So that's where I will leave it with you this afternoon. Welcome to RIT. I wish you great success here as graduate students. And our next speakers are from the Ombuds Office, so I would like to welcome Joe and Ashley.
Good afternoon and welcome. Hopefully you've heard of an ombuds before, but you might not have. So we work in the Ombuds office, and we say we're never the wrong place to go. So the Ombuds office, ombuds is a Swedish word for mediator, so we help with conflict on campus. If you're having an issue, you have a question, you're not sure where to go, who to chat with, you can come see us, and we're happy to help. So there's 3 of us in the office. My name's Ashley Meyer. I'm the Associate Ombuds. Something good to know about me is both my parents are deaf, so I'm fluent in sign language. So it's an opportunity for our deaf and hard of hearing members to come in as well. We don't need to worry about scheduling an interpreter. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Joe Johnston. I'm the Ombuds, and I've been here at RIT for about 15 years. Welcome.
And then we have Tammy in our office. Our office is right around the corner. If you're heading towards, there's a coffee place called Artisanos over there, and Tammy's the first face you'll see when you come in the office. We work with parents, students, faculty, staff, alumni, the whole campus. We follow 4 pillars. So first is we're confidential. We're one of the few confidential resources on campus. Our office is not mandated reporters. So when people come in to see us, we can talk about anything that's going on, give them options, try to navigate it. The only time we have to break confidentiality is if there's a risk of harming yourself or someone else. But anything beyond that stays in our office. We are neutral, so our job is not to take sides in a situation. We won't advocate for one person or party over another, but our goal is to make sure everyone feels heard and feels like there's a fair process. We are independent. We report right to Dr. Munson, which really helps us be neutral, so we're not connected with any other office on campus. And lastly, we're informal, so there's a lot of formal processes that happen on campus, and we're happy to help answer questions about those processes, but our job is to really try to handle situations before they get to that formal point. Sometimes people come in and they just want to chat, they just want to process through something. Other times they want us to take steps, or they want to know what their options are to deal with a situation. So we can help in a variety of ways. A couple good things to know about us is, again, we will support and listen confidentially and impartially, discuss options, and coach people through. Conflict makes a lot of people nervous, and so we're happy to practice those conversations or help you get ready to go have those. We are not, with the confidentiality, we're not an office of notice for RIT, so if you let us know something, it doesn't mean you've officially let RIT know, but if you want to make that happen, we can help you with that. We don't have administrative decision making, so we can't come in and say, you're right in this situation, or you're wrong, you have to change this, but our goal is to hear everyone and make sure they feel like there's a fair process. And again, we won't advocate, but we advocate for a fair process.
So why have grad students come to see us in the past? We just want to share with you, this is not an exhaustive list. You can come to us for any particular reason, and people do. But some of the more common things that people have come to us for is, if there is an allegation of academic dishonesty, RIT has a pretty significant and robust process It's not, it's kind of complicated. And if you want that neutral person to help you kind of walk through so you understand what your rights are, what your responsibilities are, think about ways that you want to approach a particular issue, we're there for you. You might be having some communication issues with a dissertation chair or a program chair, or you might be working on a team project with fellow classmates and you feel like you're not being treated fairly. We're there to help you kind of talk through those things, make sure you understand. Ashley and I attend all governance meetings. We read through every single policy here on the campus, so we have that awareness so we can do some of the work and give you some knowledge without you having to kind of go through it. And because we've both been here for over a decade, we have some institutional history. So we understand why some of these policies and processes are in place. We also might not even know some of the personalities of some of the players here at the institution. You might be having issues also, whether it's on campus or off campus in your living residence, or even sometimes with maybe your landlords. We can sometimes provide you resources in regards to that. I'm not going to go through all of these, but even sometimes with intellectual property, we worked with a couple of students last year who wanted to make sure as they were discovering something, and if they were going to use RIT resources, what part did they own in regards to that intellectual property? What part were they going to be sharing with RIT and helping to understand that? Really, there's no reason for you, if you're feeling like I'm being treated unfairly, or I'm not sure what the rule is about this, or I just need some information about RIT, please feel free to come to our office. That's what we're here for you. We are located in the Union right here. We are across from the dining hall it's called The Retreat. We're right next to the Disability Services Office. You can contact us through our website. We have our Ombuds Ask and our general phone number on our website. Ashley and I have our individual office numbers. Those forward to our cell phones. We have regular standard office hours, but if for some reason, because of your work and school needs, you need to meet with us early in the morning or after work, we'll make times for you to do that, and we can meet in person, over the phone, or on Zoom. And I think we're going to skip the questions, and we're going to pass this, just because of time, and we're going to pass this off to Samantha.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Samantha Sorondo. I am a fourth year PhD student in the Industrial and Mechanical Engineering PhD program. I am pleased to present a new association that we're going to be making official this semester. It's called the Women in Graduate School, WIGS. This association, it's aimed towards women or women identifying students, but we will be doing activities that are open to everybody in graduate school. We want to build a safe community where we help each other out. Everybody has a place to go to talk to somebody to hear you out. Some of these activities that we will be starting would be a mentorship program called the Big Sister, Little Sister, which you will be hearing out in your email this coming week. Also, we plan to do a support group. Late September, we're gonna do a trip to do winter wear shopping for people who have never experienced snow. You are gonna be invited. We're gonna try to find a bus and take you and help you out dealing with your first winter here. We have been doing some activities this past year. Here are some pictures. We've gone on brunches, we've gone on walks, on hikes for ice cream. This past July, with the help of graduate school, they gave us a bus to go to Green Lake State Park, which is a beautiful park in Syracuse, about an hour and a half away. Over 30 people were there. Some went in their own private vehicles, 25 went in the bus. It was a wonderful day, and afterwards we even went shopping and for dinner. My picture's not here, but this is my board, which I'm very happy to work with. Since we don't have an official campus group page at the moment, you can scan either QR code. We do have an Instagram page. And now I present another association. I am the vice president, one of the two vice presidents for the Doctoral Student Association, the DSA. This is a community targeted towards PhD students where we try to make events focusing on networking, professional development, and outreach. We have done alumni mixers. We've tried to match students to possible recruiters. We have done a lot of events. We did Thanksgiving last year where we went to, we made a potluck and we got a lot of food. So it's a very nice community to be in. Today we were gonna have our welcome mixer, which will be at McGregor's. It's at 7 p.m. The wait list is currently ongoing, but feel free to show up. It's a public space. Starting next week, we will have our first PhD and Chill event. These events are on Thursday evenings, once or twice a month, where we have a first half where a speaker will share with you different experiences and topics such as time management, communication, big data management, data visualization are some. Next Thursday, we're gonna be having tips and tricks to survive your PhD. And if you go, we always have pizza. It's one of our main hooks because free pizza is always great. We're starting out another activity called What's Next? Very similar to PhD and Chill, but aimed towards what are you gonna do after your PhD, where we're hopefully gonna have recruiters, people who have PhD in both academia and the industry come and talk to you and help you out in this process. You can join us via campus group. We have Discord, we have a WhatsApp. And now I would like to welcome Chet into the stage.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chet Chester. I'm the chair of GSAC for this upcoming academic year. Here's a picture of me on the right here with my little baby boy. His name is Leo. So I'm a second-year PhD student in the Electrical and Computer Engineering program here at RIT. Actually, last year I was the graduate senator and a member of GSAC, and I enjoyed being involved in the RIT graduate community so much that this year I decided to pursue the chair position for GSAC. All right, so what is GSAC? So GSAC is the Graduate Student Advisory Council. We're an advocacy group. So basically our mission is to be the voice for graduate students here at RIT and represent your needs to the RIT leadership. Also what GSAC does is basically we will represent your needs, as I said, and we'll do this through hosting weekly meetings. Every week we'll have a meeting to go over what concerns are being raised in your classes or your research, and we'll go over any questions you have and see how we can get those answered. Some of the projects we had over the last year included increasing graduate student representation across all the colleges at RIT. Also, we investigated potential for increasing graduate research assistantship stipends. We also looked at addressing concerns related to graduate assistantships not having employment status. This is something we're still working on. And we also looked into communicating some of the graduate transportation and parking concerns to RIT's leadership. So some events we have planned for fall 2022 include, first we have our weekly meetings, as I mentioned, to gather any concerns and questions. We also have a semester goals event that we'll have in early September to basically look at what we're going to try to accomplish this semester and figure out how we want to prioritize that. We'll also have a GSAC town hall towards the middle of the semester just to gather any questions that you might have halfway through the semester. And towards the end of the semester, we'll have a wrap-up session where we'll look at what we've accomplished over the previous semester, and we'll look at what we should be accomplishing and have objectives for 2023. So we need leaders. We need many positions here at GSAC. That includes the vice chair position, social media and graphics lead, event coordinators, and college representatives for all the colleges here. So every single college has different needs, so we'd like people to be able to represent their college and see what exact needs your college might have and what specific concerns your college may have. So if you're interested in any of these positions, please contact me. My email is listed here for your reference. So I would urge everyone to please join GSAC. So GSAC wants to advocate for you, but we can only do this if we have your input. So please join our weekly meetings, give your input, and make sure your concerns are being addressed. So with that, welcome to RIT. I would say last three things here to get involved. Many of us will be here for at least 2 years. PhD students may be here a lot longer. So please do what you can to get involved, make a lasting impact. Use your resources. We've mentioned many here today, and there will be other resources that are available for RIT to make sure that you're successful. And with that, there will be many hectic and perhaps stressful moments in your graduate journey, but just make sure to take a deep breath, have fun, and enjoy it because it'll be over before you know it. Thank you. And I will pass this over to Taylor Kozak, our graduate senator.
Good afternoon, New Tigers. I am the graduate senator for RIT Student Government. Student government is really just a student organization to represent the needs of RIT students. I am here to represent all of you. So anytime you have an issue, you can feel free to email me, stop by during my office hours, which are Monday and Thursday afternoons. My email is sggrad@rit.edu. I am also fluent in sign language, so you don't have to set up a meeting. You can just show up and start complaining, and I'll be there to listen. Student government offers a bunch of resources. Instead of telling you about them all, I encourage you all to explore them. You can just look up RIT Student Government, and you will see a ton of things that we do. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Taylor, and thank you again to all of our presenters. Just one more round of applause to everyone for sharing. As you can see, there are a wealth of resources. We're all here to support you, and there are so many ways to get involved right off the bat with our graduate student groups and the graduate student community. This event was recorded today, so if you have friends who aren't able to make it, or if you want to listen to the presentation again, that will be posted on the Graduate School website, and we'll share the link through email next week. And I hope to see all of you tonight at our reception in the University Gallery. Again, that's at 5 p.m., and at the soccer game on Saturday. So if you are interested in sticking around for our funding presentation, which begins at 2 o'clock, you're welcome to stay here. We're a little bit ahead of time, so you have a couple minutes to get up and stretch. But that presentation will be at 2 p.m., and then at 3 p.m., the Center for Community Engagement and Leadership will be presenting a session on leadership skills and ways to get involved in the Rochester community. So please feel free to join us there. And if you're interested, lastly, in a campus tour, we will be having those starting at 2, 3, and 4 p.m. If you want to join them, just meet in front of the Student Alumni Union, and we'll take you from there. It'll be about an hour-long tour. So thank you all, welcome again, and we're thrilled to have you. Thanks.